Ibrahim Traore, the king of Africa. One love, one Africa, one currency, one army, one country, one passport, one president, one king. One love, one Africa, one currency, one army, one country.
Unprecedented! Captain Ibrahim Traore shocked everyone. He was welcomed by Vladimir Putin's most powerful aircraft. Vladimir Putin also surprised everyone with his symbolic gesture. He had never used this plane to welcome anyone. Never. Captain Ibrahim Traore was escorted by Vladimir Putin's most powerful fighter jets. Captain Ibrahim Traore is here. On board, there is an airborne command center. It is nicknamed the Doomsday Plane. As its name suggests, it is the plane Vladimir Putin has reserved for use on the day of the end of the world. It can fly for several days and is capable of recharging using solar energy. It is a plane worth 500 million euros. This plane was unveiled only on May 5th of last year. Vladimir Putin has not used it again since. Why did Vladimir Putin bring out his Doomsday Plane just for Captain Ibrahim Traore? We explain. But please like this video, it's no coincidence. This gesture is a powerful message to the entire world. A new development is being born. Africa is no longer alone. It now has formidable allies ready to do whatever it takes to restore global balance and bring about economic development never before seen in West Africa. What do you think of Vladimir Putin's gesture toward the captain? Ship
For answering our prayers, our new king has arrived. For so long we have been waiting.
An unexpected but powerful diplomatic movement. Ibrahim Traore, the 36-year-old leader of Burkina Faso, was received in Russia as a hero, and the special treatment he got sent shockwave through international circles. I have seen, you know that Ibrahim Traore is in Russia. I didn't do that video because I was late, but let me talk about it. Many of the West continue to downplay Ibrahim Traore influence in the world level, but in Moscow, the worldly leaders are lining up to shake his hand. So, what's really going on? Why is this young African leader drawing so much attention? Why is this young leader, Ibrahim Traore, drawing so much attention in the world right now? It's because of his bold stance. We all know that. And he's giving the West sleepless nights. He's giving USS sleepless nights. He's making France to go into losses and losses because of his bold France. You may ask yourself, who is Ibrahim Traore? We all know. Right now, nobody is asking that question, that who is Ibrahim Traore? Because Traore has built himself from 2022 when he took power through a coup in Burkina Faso. And this is one of the most popular coup because of the positive thing he's doing to the people.
Ibrahim Traore is in Russia, but you won't believe how he was received. So he was supposed to go earlier, but he delayed because of what was going on in Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso was under attack, and Ibrahim Traore stayed over to take care of Burkina Faso people and also to neutralize, to take out all the terrorists. And he managed to do that. And also, do you know that Ibrahim Traore is the only African president who was invited for this military parade? Putin saw Ibrahim Traore as the most important person, the most important leader in Africa to invite to his military parade. Some of African leaders are asking why Ibrahim Traore was the only one invited in Africa. Why? They still don't understand why Ibrahim Traore was invited, why Ibrahim Traore was the only person invited. Let's just hope that Zelensky is not going to attack them, but Putin is hopeful that he might not do it. Have you seen those videos of how Ibrahim Traore was received? I mean, big, long carpets, a lot of soldiers to take care of him. Well, Putin promised him that he's going to take care of him when he is in Russia, that nobody is going to try to take him out.
Unlike many other coup leaders, Traore presented himself not as a dictator, but as a revolutionary, as a Pan-Africanist, as a leader who has his rhetoric anti-imperialist, Pan-African stance, and the rejection of the neo-colonialism influence in the country of Burkina Faso. And this has made him so popular. And right now, they are in Russia. The leaders are in Russia. And to many young Africans, Traore is a modern Thomas Sankara. Now, he has this more influence in the international platform because of this. Number one, let's talk about this trip that made headlines. Traore's official visit to Russia wasn't just a diplomatic formality. It was a red carpet affair from the minute he landed. Russian officials show him a kind treatment usually reserved long-time allies or economic powerhouse. And this was the treatment Ibrahim Traore received. And the key details is that Traore wasn't there begging for aid or loans. Yeah, he was negotiating defense cooperation, or when he goes there, he negotiates defense cooperation, trade deals, and technology exchange. He's building partnership, and that's why he has got that so much influence from Russia. He is a symbol of Africa's awakening. Now, while leaders are lining up to meet Ibrahim Traore because of these reasons. One, Traore has become the face of a new wave of African nationalism. His stance resonates with millions of who are tired of IMF policies, French military presence, and economic manipulation. Leaders across Africa are watching him closely, and some are aligning with him. And they have formed this what we call Sahel state alongside Mali and Niger. So a lot of leaders from Africa, they want to join this alliance. And when I talk about him being so much popular, we may talk about the strategic location of Burkina Faso. It lies in the heart of the Sahel, a region critical for counterterrorism, mineral resources, and regional stability. Whoever wins influence here gets access to the rare earth metals, which is gold, and strategic geopolitical position. Now, that's the reason why he's getting so much popular and has a lot of influence on the side of Russia, because Russia's well that if they be friends with Burkina Faso, they're gonna succeed in one way or the other. Now, as the US, AU, and China compete for influence, Russia is seizing the moment by giving Traore a platform. Moscow is showing other African leaders that there is an alternative to Western dependency. Leaders from Latin America, the Middle East, and Asia are taking notes. Yes, they are. And Traore's growing popularity is causing discomfort in Washington, in Paris, France, and Brussels. Western government often label him undemocratic or radical. But here is the contradiction. Many of these same government-supported leaders who were corrupt, as long as they aligned with their Western interest. And what scares the West the most is not just Traore's power, it is his influence, his ability to inspire other African nations to question old system and demands of reality. His relationship with Russia only adds to the anxiety. And let's not forget this. France already been kicked out of Burkina Faso, out of Mali, and out of Niger. A once unthinkable reality just a few years ago. And it was by a blink of an eye. Traore did it. So Traore's presence on the global stage signals something deeper. You know, a continental shift, a new generation that wants this radical change, generation that want to do away with the neo-colonialism. They want liberation, to stand for themselves. And that's why he's getting tracked from countries like Russia. Mind you, Russia has never colonized Africa. And Russia offers a negative way to solve solutions in Africa. And a lot of African leaders are thinking of aligning to Russia. Ibrahim Traore being this bold. And you know what, in one way, Russia does not have good allyship with the West, mostly with the USA. So Russia aligning with Burkina Faso, it is limiting the influence of USA in Burkina Faso or in West Africa or in Africa. And one of the things that these countries are fighting for is the political influence, geopolitical influence. The country that has a strong geopolitical influence is one of the superpower. And each of every country here is fighting for the superpower. Russia being on the line. So, while it is too early to call it a revolution, it's a awakening. Ibrahim Traore is not perfect, but he is trying. He is doing the best. And his vision to Africa, his vision to govern Africa itself, Africa to govern itself, to protect itself, to eat from itself, is one of the reasons a lot of people are liking him. And this is giving him upper hand. So, let me say this. Captain Ibrahim Traore reception in Russia wasn't just about protocol. It was about power, perspection, and purpose. It is a reminder that global politics is changing, that Africa is no longer a pawn, but a player in the game. The Russia and China, the BRICS, they want to show Africa that you can no longer be a pawn, but you can be the player inside the game. And that's why South Africa is inside the BRICS. That's why Russia is telling Burkina Faso, you gotta be free. Africa have to be the players in this game. And world leaders are paying attention, because whether they agree with Ibrahim Traore methods or not, one thing is clear. Traore represents a force that can't be ignored. A force that can't be ignored. And this is more than diplomacy. This is the new beginning. It is the new era of Africa. And this new era is brought by these junta leaders. And we are looking for many African leaders going this way. And we cannot sit down there as African and seize or look as other people are trying to manipulate this. We are seeing what is happening, and we believe in that. We believe in this change, and we believe in Ibrahim Traore rhetorics. So Ibrahim Traore is in Russia and being received as a king. This is not just protocol, but it shows that even African leaders have to be respected in the national levels or world level. And world leaders, they have to line to say hi, to shake hands like they want us to do to them. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. Until next episode, peace out.